Hi, I'm Zoe. Just another broke college freshman drowning in student debt while trying to keep my head above water. My scholarship only covers half my tuition. And those textbooks? Highway robbery. I was studying for my economics midterm when my mom called, sobbing so hard I could barely understand her. Dad had collapsed at work. Heart attack. He was stable but needed surgery. Expensive surgery our insurance wouldn't fully cover. How much? I asked, my stomach dropping. $80,000, she whispered. We're already behind on the mortgage. That night, I couldn't sleep. My roommate Natalie noticed my puffy eyes the next morning as I chugged my third cup of instant coffee. You look like hell warmed over. My dad needs heart surgery we can't afford. Natalie sat beside me, twisting her platinum blonde hair. How much do you need? When I told her, she whistled low. That's a lot of cash. No kidding. I'm thinking of dropping out to work full-time. With what jobs available to college dropouts? You'd be working for decades to pay that off. She hesitated, checking her phone. Look, I work at Club Elysium downtown. Lots of rich executives come through. There might be other options. I'm not stripping, Nat. Not that. Some of these guys arrange mutually beneficial relationships. Companionship? I nearly choked on my coffee. You mean like a sugar daddy? Are you serious? There's this regular Maxwell Grant, tech CEO, stupid rich, recently divorced. He's been asking about meeting someone fresh-faced and intelligent. That's literally you. 2 days later, I stood in the elevator of the fanciest building downtown, heading to the penthouse. My heart was hammering so hard I thought I might pass out. Maxwell was nothing like I expected. No sleazy old man. He was tall, fit, with salt and pepper hair and expensive cologne. His penthouse had floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the entire city. Zoe, welcome. Natalie speaks highly of you. Thanks for meeting me. College freshman, pre-law, and in a difficult financial situation. I understand your father is ill? I nodded, hating how vulnerable I felt. Heart surgery. I admire your determination to help your family. Please sit. He poured 2 glasses of something amber. I'll be direct. I'm looking for companionship. Someone intelligent, discreet, and exclusive to me. What exactly would that entail? My voice was barely above a whisper. Attending events with me. Weekends at my vacation homes, private dinners. Physical intimacy would develop naturally, not immediately. He slid a folder across the glass table. Inside was a contract and a check. This covers your father's medical expenses. The monthly allowance covers your tuition and comfortable living. In return, I expect your time and loyalty. I stared at the check, feeling sick and relieved simultaneously. What happens if I want out? 30 days notice, though I'd keep the medical payment as a gift regardless. My hands shook as I looked between the contract and the check that would save my father's life. I need to think about this. Your father's surgery is scheduled soon, correct? That night, I called the hospital from my dorm room. Dad was getting worse. When I signed the contract the next day, Maxwell's smile made my skin crawl. But I thought of my father's face and pushed the feeling away. You've made the right choice, Zoe. I take care of what's mine. I nodded, already feeling trapped in a gilded cage of my own making. 3 months into my arrangement with Maxwell, I barely recognized myself in the mirror. Designer clothes, perfect highlights, manicured nails. I looked like a walking billboard for his success. My bank account was healthier than ever, and Dad was recovering well from his surgery. But I felt hollow. I was organizing my new closet when my phone buzzed with a text from Maxwell. Be ready by 7. Wearing the blue dress I bought you. Car will pick you up. No, please. No asking if I had plans. Just commands as usual. I had a paper due tomorrow, but mentioning schoolwork always made Maxwell irritated. Your education is important, but our arrangement takes priority, he'd say, making it clear which one actually mattered to him. At exactly 7, I slid into the back of his private car, stomach knotting with anxiety. The driver handed me an envelope. From Mr. Grant. Inside was a diamond bracelet with a note. Wear this tonight. It matches your collar. He meant necklace, but the word choice made me shiver. At Maxwell's office, a slim woman with sharp eyes met me in the lobby. You must be Zoe. I'm Alicia, Maxwell's executive assistant. Nice to meet you. Is Maxwell ready to go? Alicia glanced around, then lowered her voice. He's on a call. Can I get you water or maybe something stronger? You look like you could use it. Water's fine, thanks. She handed me a glass. How are you holding up? What do you mean? With Maxwell. He can be intense. Before I could answer, Maxwell emerged from the elevator, immediately placing his hand on the small of my back, not affectionate, possessive. I see you've met Alicia. She keeps my life running smoothly. He squeezed my waist too tightly, almost as smoothly as you do in other ways. At the gala, Maxwell paraded me around like a show pony, introducing me as my Zoe to business associates. Each time I tried to speak about anything substantive, he'd cut me off with a laugh. Don't worry your pretty head about boring business talk. During dinner, I excused myself to the restroom, needing a moment to breathe. When I emerged, I bumped into a tall man with kind eyes. Sorry, I wasn't looking where... No harm done. I'm Tyler Chen. Zoe Williams. Ah, Grant's new companion. I flinched at his tone. I didn't mean to offend. It's just, you don't seem happy to be here. I'm fine. If you ever need help... Maxwell appeared, face tight with anger. Tyler! Poaching my employees wasn't enough? Now you're after my girlfriend? We were just talking, Max. Zoe doesn't talk to my competitors. Come, darling. He gripped my arm, steering me back to our table, hissing in my ear. Do you have any idea who that is? Tyler Chen would love nothing more than to destroy me. We were just... Everyone is watching. Do not embarrass me. That night, scrolling through his phone while he showered, I discovered identical contracts. Identical girls. Identical situations. I wasn't special. I was just the newest model in his collection. I couldn't sleep after discovering all those girls in Maxwell's phone. By morning, I knew I had to act. I texted Alicia. Need to talk. About the others. We met at a coffee shop away from Maxwell's building. How many are there? Currently, 5, including you. Over the years, at least 15. Why are you helping me? Alicia leaned forward. I've watched him destroy too many girls. My job pays well, but I'm not blind. She wrote a number on a napkin. Vanessa, she threatened to expose him once. He ruined her, claimed she stole from him, blacklisted her from every job. She had a breakdown. I called Natalie that afternoon. I need to take down Maxwell Grant. Holy shit, Zoe. What happened? After explaining, Natalie was fully on board. My cousin works in digital security. He can secure your phone so Maxwell can't track you. I started documenting everything, photographed the contract, recorded conversations. Over dinner, I got Maxwell talking about his collection. Just wondering about your other arrangements. Jealous? He smirked. Curious. How do you keep us all straight? It's simple. Amber's adventurous. Victoria's sophisticated. You're the innocent intellectual, perfect for impressing old money clients. A text came from an unknown number. This is Tyler Chen. We should talk. We met at a bookstore across town. Why help me? Maxwell stole both my company's intellectual property and my sister's roommate. The SEC is already investigating financial irregularities at his company. I need more than just my word against his. I have resources, but we need solid evidence of his pattern. He's hosting the Children's Hospital charity benefit next week. Perfect timing. What's your plan? I met with Vanessa in a park. Her hands trembled constantly. I was with him for 8 months. When I wanted out, he threatened to release photos. Would you tell your story? There are others. I can't face him. You wouldn't have to. Not alone. She nodded slowly. If it means no one else goes through this, I'll do it. The final piece came when Alicia called me to Maxwell's office during his conference trip. His password is still his mother's maiden name plus birth year. You have 20 minutes before security rounds. I downloaded hundreds of emails, photos, and contract copies. Most damning were recorded calls where he explicitly threatened former companions. The night before the benefit, our group met to finalize everything. "Once this happens, there's no going back," Tyler warned. I looked at Vanessa's still frightened eyes, then at the evidence on my laptop. "I'm ready. Tomorrow night, Maxwell Grant loses everything." The grand ballroom sparkled with wealth and privilege as I adjusted my emerald gown, touching the hidden microphone beneath my pendant. "Everyone online?" I whispered. "Tech team's ready," Tyler confirmed through my earpiece. "Vanessa and the others are in position," Natalie added. Maxwell gripped my waist. "Remember, smile when I mention you in my speech." "Wouldn't miss it for the world." The charity director approached the podium. "Tonight's Humanitarian Excellence Award goes to Maxwell Grant." As Maxwell began his speech, I slipped away to the control room where Alicia waited. "Ready?" "As I'll ever be," Maxwell's voice boomed. "Which is why my foundation pledges $5 million. Alicia flipped the switch. The screens behind Maxwell switched to his own recorded voice. "These girls are investments. Find their weakness and exploit it. Once they sign, they're mine." Maxwell froze, turning to see himself on screen. "Zoe is the newest. Father needs surgery. Perfect leverage." I walked toward the stage. "What is this?" Maxwell hissed. "The truth." His contracts appeared alongside photos of young women. The calls played. "Try to leave and I'll destroy you. Who do you think they'll believe?" Vanessa stood first. "He did this to me 2 years ago." Another woman rose. "And me?" Then another and another. Maxwell lunged toward me. "You ungrateful little—" Tyler blocked him. "Touch her and assault gets added to your charges." 2 police officers appeared. "Maxwell Grant, we have questions regarding allegations of harassment and coercion." As they led him away, he glared at me. "I made you. I can unmake you. No, you just showed me what I'm capable of." 6 months later, my dad grilled burgers while I checked my phone. Another article about Grant? Board removed him as CEO. The civil suits are moving forward. And the criminal charges? Plea deal. Registered as a sex offender. Natalie arrived with drinks. "Hey, scholarship girl, how's the semester?" "Amazing. Full ride feels unreal." My phone buzzed with a text from Tyler. "Support group secured funding." The doorbell rang. Maxwell stood on our porch, thinner, unshaven. "Zoe, please, 5 minutes." "Why are you here?" "To apologize. I've lost everything. I understand now what I did. Took losing everything to grow a conscience. I'm getting help, therapy. I'm not asking forgiveness." "Good, because you'll never get it. Not from me, not from Vanessa, not from any of us. I can make amends, financially. We don't want your money. We want you to live with what you've done, every day, just like we have to." I closed the door on his pleading face. "That felt—" Natalie began when I returned. "Free," I answered, smiling. Finally free. "What would you have done if you were in Zoe's position at the end? Would you have completely rejected Maxwell's apology like she did? Or would you have shown some forgiveness knowing he lost everything? Is revenge truly satisfying, or does it just create more pain?" Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more compelling stories about overcoming difficult situations. Your support helps us create more content like this.